You mentioned earlier that you're a pilot.
Yeah.
Talk about chemtrails. We hear a lot about that. What are those, and are they for real?
Well, when you look into that and ask questions, they say, oh, yeah, contrails. No. Contrails are behind a jet. If you see a jet flying very high, the condensed stripe behind it, that's normal. But in areas first observed where there's very little population, you see a jet airplane going, it's not only one, they have 4 condensed stripes behind them. They go this way, this way, this way, this way, and then this way, this way, this way, this way. And when you inquire about it, ask people. You recognize that the real climate change scientists are truly ticked off because apparently nobody really is asking them. It's the special interest, in my opinion, it's the oil industry, the energy industry that are blowing smoke up somebody's you-know-what and telling them that we have to lay a pattern up there to prevent sun energy from hitting Earth. And what they're doing in there, it's now pretty much determined. They're putting in there aluminum, barium, and strontium. Now you take these chemicals and run them through a PubMed literature search in respect to human health, you will find more than 3,000 papers. Aluminum alone, aluminum Alzheimer's, right, mental, there's no question about it. Now it so happens, when there were people who really paid attention, if there was due to some weather and air changes, wind patterns, suddenly this stuff what they're laying out there, it comes down in rain. If it falls on crops, it kills the crops. It's like they have big blisters on any one of the crops, vegetables or things like this. Organic crops, totally destroyed, can't even use them. And when it comes to an area, for example, there's like forests, after that, a few weeks after that, they're totally dead. They're toothpicks, and you can see it all on the internet, right? And you can go, in order to be up to date, you look at my book, The Lifelong Health, or go to my website, drhanskugler.com. A good thing also in general to stay up to par with what's going on in the anti-aging sciences, you go to the A4M website, worldhealth.net. And I tell people, just look for the red bouncing ball. What do you mean? Well, go there. And they look at it and say, what's the red bouncing ball? There's a little red bouncing ball. It's the journal, right? The monthly or weekly report, anything that's new. And the nice thing is, there's no pressure with sales. It is really for health professionals, but nobody minds if laypersons join, right? So that, in my opinion, would be the number one thing to stay up to par in what's going on for a layperson. Magnificently explained, right? And then you take it to the next step. And then you can, we also, in order to create funds for our nonprofit, we have 501c-3 nonprofit status, the International Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine, fully charitable. That means anybody who makes a donation is fully tax write-off. But very often when you make a donation to something, you should always ask, what am I getting out of that? And what I'm offering people, you make a donation to our organization, and I will take you through these steps from A to Z, anti-aging from the ground up, because that's very, very important, right? I mentioned that earlier. When people just do it and they're not really informed how to do it, or you don't have the right doctor, the risks are tremendous. The results are close to zero, and you definitely aren't feeling good. It is a very complex science, but it's a fascinating science. Here's a good idea. Women getting a little bit older, and the doctor says, oh yeah, maybe you should take some estrogens. And they prescribe estrogen for you. Women, do you know out there what you're taking? Can I say the word? Horse piss, right? That's what it is. Premarin is pregnant mare urine. It is a disgusting method of keep hundreds, maybe even thousands of horses pregnant. Then they isolate, extract from the urine the estrogen which they feed to people, right? And then some of these orthodox, experts complain about A4M and the actually hormone replacement therapy. I mean, that's the only way to go what A4M does. They're actually having 2-3 day full seminars where the doctors have to watch everything from the top to bottom, science, what we do, how to apply that, you know? What do you want to do, lift back like Frankenstein? It's just amazing.